this video we would be learning how to draw use case diagram. Now use case diagram consists of four things: system, use case, actor and relationship between the use case and the actor. So for understanding how to draw use case diagram, we would be taking the example of online shopping app. Now we would start with the system. In our example, what is the system? The system is online shopping app itself. Now how to denote the system? So we denote the system with the help of a rectangle with the name of the system written here. Now let's move forward toward the use cases. So what are use cases? Use cases are basically the tasks which are performed by your system. So in our example here, the online shopping app would be performing which different tasks? They would be performing login, search products, add product, make payment, this task, right? There are many other tasks which can be performed by the online shopping app, but I'm including here only this four tasks. Now, how to denote a use case? You denote it with the help of the oval shape and you write the name of the use case inside it. So what is a use case? The operation or task which is performed by the system. Now what's the next thing? It is the actor. What are actors? The people or organization which interact with the system. In our example here, which are the people or organization which interact with our system online shopping app? Two of them I have written here. One is customer and one is the vendor. So this two becomes our actor. So you denote the actor with the help of this human structure and you write the name of the actor below it. So this is how I have drawn the customer and the vendor. Now there are two types of actors. One is primary actor and the second one is secondary actor. The primary actor directly interacts with the system. Basically it initiates the call, while the secondary actor are the actors which give response in reference to the other activity. They basically do not initiate the call from their side. Now you draw the primary actors on the left side of the system, that is here, while you draw the secondary actors on the right side of the system. So the actors which directly do not interact with the system, they directly do not initiate the calls from their side, would be drawn on the right side of your system, while the primary actors which initiates the call with your system would be drawn on the left side. And you draw the relationship between the actors and the use cases with the help of the straight line. So customer can do the different tasks like login, search products and make payment. Customer cannot add product in the online shopping app, right? So we denote the relationship between the customer and that specific use cases with the help of straight line, while the vendor actor here can add product, right? So we are denoting the relationship between this actor and use case with the help of the straight line. Now let's move forward towards the relationship. So here I will be explaining three relationships: include, extend and generalization. Now this relationship can exist between two actors, one actor and a use case, and between two use cases. So let's start with the include relationship. So here for example I have the login use case and along with it I have two use cases: verify credentials and show wrong password message. Now when you log in into the online shopping app, what happens? You enter your credentials, that is your username and password, and after that you click on the submit button. Now after clicking on the submit button from the actor's side, in the back end what would happen? In the back end the credentials would be verified. So it means that when we click on the login button, it automatically triggers this use case. It automatically triggers the verify credential use case. So this is known as the include relationship, and we denote it with the help of the dashed line with the array from this is the primary use case and along with it this use case is occurring, right? So we denote the line as dashed line with the arrow on this side and we write include in two arrow brackets. Now this is one more use case which we have, that is show wrong password message. Now this use case would not occur every time this login use case would occur. Okay, it occurs only when your password is wrong. It only occurs, this use case only occurs when your password is wrong. So in that case we have the extend relationship. In that case we would be having our extend relationship. So when this login use case occurs, maybe this use case can occur or it may not occur, right? So hence we write the extend relationship, we write it in the arrow brackets, and we have the dashed line as you see here, from show wrong password message use case to the login use case. Now let's move further towards the generalization relationship. So in generalization relationship, basically what you have, you would be having one main use case, and we have the derived use cases such as using debit card, using credit card, UPI and wallet. So this use cases are being derived from the make payment use case. So when you click on the make payment in the online shopping app, what happens, you would be redirected to one of this option, right? You get this option and then you get redirected. So this use cases would be basically having all the features of this use cases, and it would be adding its own features and methods also. So here we can see that generalization is happening, and you denote it using the triangle as you see and such lines. Now generalization can also occur between the actors. Now customer is one type of your actor, right? Now there can be two type of customers. One is the new user or one is the existing user. Now both of this user would be having all the features of the customer, and this too can add its own features and methods along with the features and methods which are made available from the actor customer. So this is how generalization can occur on the actors also. Now after understanding all the three relationships, that is include, extend and generalization, let's move forward towards extension points. Now we have seen the login page of online shopping app, right? This is somewhat similar replica which I have made here. So you have two text boxes, one is for the user ID and one is for the password. Now below it you may have seen this type of text written, right? That if you are a new user, register, and the next thing which you see is forgot password. Now along with this login page you have two links here, basically register and forgot password, right? So how to draw it in the use case? So you can write login as the part of the use case which we had seen previously also, and you can write extension here. Now on the same login page you have the register and forgot password, right? You have the register and forgot password. So you mention it in the same use case along with login, but with doing a section. So register and forgot password. And now you would be including the use cases for register and forgot password with the respective relationships. So here register you would be having the extend relationship and with a dashed line. Similarly with the forgot password use case also you would be having the extend relationship only, because when login occurs it is not compulsory that register and forgot password, these two use cases would also be triggered. So hence these two are having the extend relationship with the use case login. Now if you see here there is a note made, right? What does this note state? It states that if new user then register. So basically these are like the comments or the notes which we write in the use case diagram for better understanding, and you can write it in this way with a small this shape like this way, and you can denote a note here. Let's conclude this session. In use case diagram there are four things, right? System, use case, actor and relationship. Then this is how we draw a system, use case and actor. Basically there are two type of actors, primary actor and secondary actor. Primary actors are drawn on the left side of the system while secondary actors are drawn on the right side of the system. Then we have relationships, include, extend and generalization. So this is how we denote the include relationship and extend relationship, and this is how we show the generalization relationship between the use case, and here the generalization relationship between the actors. Now these are what the extension points are. Here in this example we have seen that how we can use the extension points.
Thank you for watching the video. If you like our videos, kindly subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon.